It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season. But rumor is, might have a few more for 2023.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This will be caught by Brown. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins, complete. Smith has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic for I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Slot man moves right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver one the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders.
I'm already annoyed with this shit.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
On the road to Missouri.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Oh, I missed.
And this return will
What kind of animation
positive
was
as
that?
he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Sorry.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
He's running.
Probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Going left.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No,
That's complete to
I
Justin
missed.
Jefferson.
13 yards
I
on his
yipped it.
first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run
Alright,
a
that's
drag
fine.
route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Pressure comes and down.
Let's go.
The Eagles get there for the sack.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got Smith here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Cousins.
Goes
Nope.
right back to Smith
Nope.
again. And
4th and 9. What are you doing?
Stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously
Smart.
well
Take the
short of
points.
first down. Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. It worked.
They scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
All right, that's good first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I'll take that.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Looks like I drew it up.
Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
What a kick.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away.
He's gonna start doing some crazy shit now.
Boy, there on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
He had 2 guys, so I tried to cover one.
Down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
That's mine all day. Let's go.
It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws
I don't think I'll have
made
anything
before.
here.
Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
I panicked.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
It's all right. 4 or 5, I'll take that.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And the stop here will
La
come
Tech.
at the 38-yard
LA Tech
line.
guy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with
Got it.
Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though?
Damn it.
He did not. Ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
The Sanders has got it. Complete. Touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustain.
No way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action now. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. T.J. Edwards. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this out near midfield, but that's still... Fourth down, Cousins.
Good play.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's
Oh, holding. That's going back.
But he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
To throw is Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly
Probably would have got that if he would have thrown it just a little bit sooner.
With a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it.
4th and inches.
So they'll get in and out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
You got it. It should.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second and very short, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
I ain't gonna run the score out.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They juked him on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
T.J. Edwards, his second sack of the night.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't...
What? Whoever Steve Olsen is, you're acting like a clown, bro.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As he's on
I'll play. Guaranteed I won't win, but with the way your confidence is.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 17, Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Slot man moves right.
Get in, man.
Now flags coming here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Oops. Oh, what is this? It was against me, guy. What are you doing? Oh, you quit on me? I hope not.
Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. It's caught. Smith. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Whiffed on 2 of them.
At the 49.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here.
I ain't got no
10.
Oh.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
It was Josh.
I mean, it's been a good game.
On the defensive side. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 41. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I was on the wrong side. I would have got him.
Have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen.
I was
complete.
there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Easy
But
read.
in this situation, the defense
need
was
quicker linebackers.
able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Trying to run inside.
Nice, 69.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is Cook with the ground. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right.
No, sir.
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time.
Hey, you had to go wake him up, huh?
Couldn't be
No, I
made
want to
on
play
that
with
throw.
them.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Joseph's got it.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
No.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Brotherly love my ass.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye.
That was on me.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either.
Holding. Thank you. That's coming back.
There he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cook up the gut. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins now. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring out the 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Let's go.
Incomplete. They cannot
Big
convert,
stops.
and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And
Why do you just slow down like that?
They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Yeah.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Yep. Big play.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year's 3rd straight over 1,100 yards and his 3rd straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000 yards very early and could climb to 3rd on the Vikings' all-time list of rushing leaders.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And he will score.
I love that animation.
Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but an intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own
I'm going to lose this.
6-yard line.
You know, when you're looking at the scoreboard clocks, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football.
This is good defense.
Taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Here's Cousins.
He's going to go the opposite way. Yeah.
Complete. Smith has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard
way too close
past the marker following a gain of 6.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just
was a hell of a game.
do it. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, I need to get better at this. Where's that one dude at? Home slice. Steve Olsen, you still here? Hit me up on PSN if you still want to play, bro.